Hello, my name is Pamela Cuther, and I'm an instructional specialist for secondary mathematics with Richmond Public Schools. Welcome to the Richmond Public Schools Distance Learning Modules. In this series, we will learn geometry, where we will focus on a different topic each week. This week, our focus is SOL G.8a, the Pythagorean theorem. Today, we will review the Pythagorean triples and how to use the converse of the Pythagorean theorem. Before we get started, you will need a few supplies: your interactive notebook or a few sheets of paper, pencil or other writing utensil, and your Desmos calculator. Here are the answers to yesterday's practice problems. Please take time to check your answers and make any corrections. Before we learn our skill for today, we need to familiarize ourselves with some vocabulary terms. Please copy the vocabulary term, any illustrations and definitions in your notebook. There is a definition link. Please click that to find the definition. We will pause to give you time to copy that information. Now you are ready to look at the instructional videos, which will explain our skills for today. Before we start, please click the notes. Copy the notes and fill in the blanks as you watch the videos. The videos are also linked in the presentation. Once you're done with the video and the notes, please come back to this presentation. Now that you've learned our skills for today, we will look at some model examples. Our model examples will mainly focus on the converse of the Pythagorean theorem. Let's look at the first example. Notice that we have three measurements. Remember, the largest measurement is always the hypotenuse. The other two are the legs and can be plugged in for either A or B. Let's look at the solution. I plugged in 10 for A, 49.5 for B. I used the question mark on top of the equal sign because at this moment we don't know if both sides are equal. So 10 squared plus 49.5 squared, we're trying to see if it's equal to 50.5 squared. At that point, I'm just trying to figure out if the left side equals the right side. So I continue simplifying the left side. And I get 100 plus 2,450.25. I add those up, I get 2,550.25, which is equal to the right side. So the answer is yes. These three lengths form a right triangle. Let's look at the next example. 17, 19, and 22. Again, the largest number is always plugged in for C because the hypotenuse is always the longest side. The other two sides are the legs and can be plugged in for either A or B. So I plugged in 17 squared plus 19 squared is equal to 22 squared. Again, we use the question mark because at this moment we're not sure. We're testing it or checking to see if the sides are equal. I go ahead and square the 17, the 19, and the 22. And then on the left, I still need to add those numbers to see what they're going to be equal to. And we get 650. 650 is not equal to 484. So therefore the answer is no. These three side lengths do not form a right triangle. Now, here are two examples for you to try yourself. Remember that the legs can be either A or B, but the hypotenuse is always the longest side, or in this case, the largest number. We'll look at the solutions shortly. Let's look at the solution for the first problem. 9, 12, and 15. Again, in this solution, we have plugged in the numbers to the Pythagorean theorem. We're testing it to see if these three numbers work in the Pythagorean theorem, meaning, will they have two equal sides? So 12 and 9 are the legs because they are the two smaller numbers. 15 is the largest number, so therefore it is the hypotenuse. We square the numbers to see if they are equal. We get 144 plus 81 is equal to 225. Those two sides are equal, so the answer should be yes. Let's look at the next example. This is a multiple choice question where you have to figure out which sets of numbers form a right triangle. So I start with choice F. Choice F is 5, 12, and 13. I plug those numbers in. Both sides are equal, and so therefore F is the correct answer. This concludes our lesson for today. During your remaining work time, please complete the practice problems as well as the online practice. The answers for the practice problems will be in tomorrow's module. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe.